Hey fam, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Emily and I love playing with makeup and all things beauty. And guess what? Momma Pat had a friends and family sale and I got some things. So if you want to see what Pat McGrath goodies I picked up in the most recent sale, keep on watching. Well, hello there. If you don't already know, Pat McGrath is known for her absolutely stunning eyeshadows, her high quality makeup products and base products, and I wanted to try some more things from the brand. I do have one of the large mothership palettes and a couple of the lipsticks that I got when she slashed them down to like 12 bucks, but I haven't really tried a whole lot else from the brand, so I wanted to expand my collection a little bit, and for 30% off, it seemed like a good time, so I picked up a few goodies. What did I get, you ask? Well, let's see. So the first thing that I picked up is the Blitz Astral Quad in Iconic Illumination. And as you know, the boxes are all absolutely stunning and they come with these little string closures, and then you open it up and the palette is inside. These quads are in the black lacquer packaging that we all know and love. And this is the color story for this one. So one of the larger 10 pans that I was looking at was the one that had these tones in it, but I just wasn't in a position where I was ready to actually purchase another 10 pan. The price is just a touch out of my reach at this particular moment in time. However, the quads, all of the items that I got today were less than the cost of one of the 10 pans. So that's sort of the route I ended up going, but I'm really excited to try this and look at that. Like, look at that gold. I don't know if it's even, oh, it's not translating on camera as beautiful as it is. It does have a mirror, of course. It's just stunning. This is the color story right here. And they just go together so well, and all of them swatched just brilliantly. Now they all seem to have a bit of a sheen to it, so if you want to have a matte in your crease, if you don't like having a bit of a shimmer in your crease, you're going to want to pull in another palette. However, these are just glorious, and I'm super excited to dig into this palette. The next item that I picked up was the Celestial Divinity Luxe Quad in Antique Rose. Now this is a bit different, has different packaging. It doesn't have the string packaging, but it does have the black lacquer. I'm not sure why. I think because they're part of different collections, so you have different outer packaging. But the color story for this is the pinker tones that I love and that are more sort of like the Divine Rose family. Color story here really, really spoke to me, and I was really excited to pick it up, especially on sale. Also has the mirror, of course, and we will swatch this one out. Oh God, these mattes are so buttery. This is the color story of this one, and they all swatched absolutely perfectly. Now this one here is a bit of a duochrome and has sort of a pink and purple flip, and it's just stunning. All of these swatched exceptionally well. The mattes were super, super buttery. The shimmer here was just glided on, and this special shade here is just absolutely glorious. Super, super excited to dig into this. These colors are what I gravitate more to on an everyday basis. Very excited to try this out. So because I already owned Pat McGrath eyeshadows and I already know that I love the formula, I wanted to try something I hadn't ever tried from Pat McGrath, and that was the complexion products. I wasn't about to shell out that much money for a foundation. I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't. I have foundations that I absolutely love at much, much lower price points. But one of the things I really struggle with is concealers and powders. So I picked up a concealer and a powder. This is the Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Concealer. And I've heard really amazing things about this concealer. Some people call it their holy grail concealer. And the shade I got was L5. It looks a touch yellow, so I'm a little concerned, but we will see. I don't know, it's got a bit of a peachiness. That might be okay. So that's the shade right here. Very creamy. Blends out super well. Okay, we'll see how that dries down. Yeah, it definitely blends out well. That's it right there. All blended out. So one of the things I really struggle with, just because, you know, being in my 40s now, I have a lot of lines underneath my eyes. And I really struggle with concealers either just drying my under eyes out and I look like a 90-year-old lady, or they crack. Like they'll stick together to a certain point and then they'll crack and I'll just get those lines. Not that they're gathering in the lines, like I get the creasing where it gathers in the lines, but I get a lot more cracking where you can actually see like a chasm between the two edges of concealer. So that's one of my big things. But I've heard a lot of more mature skinned ladies who love, love, love this concealer. So I really wanted to try it out. And with the 30% discount, I thought it would be time. That's dried down quite nicely. Actually, it's dried down so well, I'm not sure I would even need to powder this. However, the other thing that I've really, really struggled with is powder. So for instance, the Charlotte Tilbury powder. The Charlotte Tilbury powder is a cult favorite. People love that powder. I can't use it under my eyes. I try to, and the more I've used it under my eyes, I realize it looks like shit. Like it gets so dry and it gets so heavy under there so quickly. I can use it over the rest of my face. I can't use that powder under my eyes. It's too much. Even if I barely tap the pan and tap off my brush, that is not a powder I can use under my eyes. It's too thick. The Halo Glow, the e.l.f. Halo Glow, I do like under my eyes, but I was just looking for something more. Of course, I'm always looking for something more. So I picked up the powder, and I've heard really outstanding things about this powder. I don't understand the sequins. I know it's a packaging. Some people love the sequins, but I'm just gonna throw them away. So it seems wasteful. See if I can open this and not get them all over my house. I had to cut the package open, but we did get into it. So the thing right off the bat where I'm like, ee, is that this was an expensive powder and it is very small. Like this is pretty little. It's pretty little. This is the product right here, and it is domed, so you do get a bit more than if it was just sort of a flat pan. It does have like the smallest of mirrors in there that you can't, I mean, you can kind of see yourself like one eyeball at a time here. You're never going to get a full shot. This is the powder itself, and I got it in the shade Light because if I'm using it under my eyes, I want it to brighten the area. Holy cow. This feels like no other powder I've ever touched before. Whoa. That's intense. Wow. The feeling of, you can hear my dogs walking around in the background. Sorry about that. That is so silky and so light. The texture of this powder is like nothing I've ever touched before. I am really excited to use this. Wow, I wonder if this will be finally an under eye powder that I can use on my more mature, pretty creasy, fine liney under eyes. That's intense. That's an experience, that feeling. It is way silkier than the Charlotte Tilbury, like on another level. Silky. Wow. I'm actually kind of like speechless. I wasn't expecting it to feel like that. It says it's a blurring under eye powder. So we will see. I'm really excited to try all this stuff out and let you guys know how it goes. Maybe I'll even do sort of a, not quite a full face of Pat McGrath between my Divine Rose 1. I pretty much have everything except for maybe a bronzer and a foundation, because I can kind of fake all the rest. Oh, and I do have one of the mascaras as well. I've just never tried it. So yeah, maybe I'll do that as a video. But that is my little mini Pat McGrath haul from her most recent sale. If you picked up anything from the haul, please let me know down in the comments below. I sure hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. That really, really helps me with engagement and helps YouTube know that people want to see this video, and they'll put it out to others and recommend it to other people. And I'd love for the YouTube world to know that I exist. If you haven't joined the fam, please go ahead and do so by hitting the subscribe button. I'd love to see you back here. Love to have you as part of the fam. Other than that, that's it for me today. I hope you have a great day. Stay safe, be healthy, and wash your damn hands. Bye.